Oh, hello there. God damn it, I'm so big the fucking camera doesn't catch me on. Whatever, man. Let's do this shit. So today is Monday, as you probably noticed, and we have the fucking Q&As. Now, how to get into the Q&As, I'm telling it every video. You just type in the comment over here, I'm gonna heart it, and then you're gonna get your answer on the next video from the next Monday. Is that clear enough? Okay, cool. Now let's kick it off, shall we? So the first comment comes from, the first question comes from BCO Henged. What is your rotation for sustained damage? I go Judgment, Blessing of Justice, Execution Sentence, Wings, Wake of Ashes, then Spam, Templar's Verdict. Warriors tend to always out DPS me. Help! Well, I think you got it a bit. I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect on this, but you should first off start with Blade of Justice, then you Judgment. I play with Inquisition, so I Inquisition after I get those 3 holy powers up. And after that I pop Wings, then Wake of Ashes, then Execution Sentence, and then get some holy powers in and start spamming the Templar's Verdict. Now the whole idea is you start off with the Blade of Justice, you can start getting those RPPMs early on for the Blade of Justice talent, right? Now when you like get the Inquisition up, like after you get the Inquisition up, you want that burst for both your Wake of Ashes and Execution Sentence. So after you pop that Inquisition, place that Shining Wings on the back, on your back, and you know, kick on the Wake of Ashes and Execution Sentence. Then everything is like lined up. Then you should have like really good damage. Warriors did get nerfed. I mean, Arms Warrior did get nerfed, I think, last week. So I don't think they're gonna out DPS you. I mean, now for me in the current state of the game, playing heroic dungeons, I'm not getting out DPS by Warriors. So I hope this helps you out, man. And thank you for it. Keep them coming. Can't really pronounce that name. Gotta let me know how to pronounce that. Next one is from Spec Ops, really short one. Hey Marcelian, do you have a Demon Hunter? Well, yes I do. If you look back on the older videos on the channel, like from earlier in the year, I did quite a lot of Demon Hunter PvP actually. Now I like Demon Hunter because he had a lot of mobility. It wasn't that difficult to play. Obviously you needed a bit of a skill cap when you get to a little bit higher rating and play more competitively, especially like with focusing all the time to interrupt CCs or heals like from range and shit. But overall I really love the class. I haven't touched it too much in the beta, just really slightly like at the beginning when it was fucked, and now on live I haven't touched it at all, so I don't know how it is. I'm probably gonna get to it, although after my rogue I'm probably gonna get my monk leveled up or my priest. I don't know. But yes, I do have a Demon Hunter. I got him to 2k as well, I believe. And I loved it. We'll just have to see. But thanks for the question, Spec Ops. Keep them coming, bro. Alrighty, next one is from Greg. Yo, Marcelian, thanks a lot for answering my question. As always, you're the best. Sure thing, man. I loved your Subrogue World PvP plus BGs, and it kinda reminded me of a badass video I have on my PC back from the old days. Type Unbreakable WoW and it's the first video. Actually looked it up. I've seen you made a video with music and no commentary for your Ret before it got to ask, man. Are you into the story music video of the old? Oh, definitely I am. I am kind of hoping you make one of those either with the Ret or with the Rogue. Peace. I did a couple of those. The thing is, times has changed, right? Like I mean, I love those types of videos, especially the Unbreakable one. I watched it. Was that you, by the way, or you just saved it up from back in the day? Just those old PvP videos from vanilla and even earlier on, they just, you know, just remind me how simpler thing was back in the day. You know, how life was much easier back in those days, right? There's definitely a lot of like flavor and mystery to those videos, and I love watching them. I love to do some of those. I've tried multiple times. I did multiple times, like montages, not with story and music and all of that, but definitely made some videos without commentary, only with music, and tried to match it up. I love doing those. The thing about this, it takes a lot of work, and like the majority of today's PvPers don't really enjoy those types of videos that often, right? I mean, it's clearly that people enjoy much more me explaining and talking over what things are being done or what goes through my mind and shit like that. But from time to time I will do videos like that just because I love doing those. It's like such a creative process and I love them. So definitely, man, thank you so much for the question and the thought, and you know, reigniting my passion for those types of videos, Greg. Alrighty, Next one is from Jackson Shaw. Your accent is awesome. Where are you from? Thank you, Jackson. It's quite a like interesting debate because a lot of people give me all types of different accents. Like, hey, you sound Russian. Hey, you sound Dutch. I got you sound black. You have a fake accent and shit like that. I don't try to force this. This is how I talk in English. English is not my primary language, okay? So if I get the message out and it's clear and it's informative and maybe sometimes funny, then it's okay by me. I am from Romania. I've said this like multiple times in other questions. I'm happy to say it every time. I'm proud to be from this place. Even though things are a little bit fucked up, I'm still loving the place. But thank you very much for the question, man, and keep them coming. Next one is from Tav Su. How do you kill a feral druid in a duel? Oh man, that's a good question actually. I recently fought a feral druid in arena, like 1v1, me and against him, and he schooled me, man. He took me to school. The thing about playing 1v1 against the feral, it's pretty hard because they have a lot of mobility and they can kite you until they can reset the fight, and I wouldn't say it's impossible, but you need to have all your cooldowns up. That being said, when we're talking about duels, there's obviously a different build you have to go for. So first, they have a lot of mobility. They can like put those roots on you that cannot be cleansed and shit. They have like 2 stuns. There's also thorns you have to watch out for, so let's take it step by step. First off, as a build, you definitely want a lot of range shit as well as movement speed. So Law and Order and probably Unbound Freedom are your friends, and I would go for Hammer of Reckoning as well. Just all of those, like PvP talents wise. Now the other ones, you know, if you cannot take double Cavaliers, you cannot take double Divine Steeds, so Eye for an Eye is definitely your friend against Feral Druid. Wake of Ashes, of course, because of the slow, Blade of Justice, all of that. So basically all my old talent builds still work. Now what you have to watch out for for Feral Druids, when he stuns you and puts all of those dots up, don't stay in that stun. You gotta trinket that shit. I mean, either trinket or bop. Bop is a bit too much because they don't usually open up with Incarn. But if they do, then bop 100%. So you have to watch out for Incarnation and when they open up on you with that stun, okay? It's a big mistake to just sit in that stun and have them just place all of their, you know, ridiculous bleeds on you. And second, watch out for thorns, man. Don't go near him when he places thorns, or don't hit him with melee shit, okay? That takes a lot of damage back into your ass. So what you have to do is just hit him with range abilities, Magic Judgment, Blade of Wrath can work as well, Hammer of Reckoning, all of that shit, but not, you know, no Templar's Verdicts and no Crusader Strikes, nothing that, you know, is close to him and gets you on it. Other than that, it's like it's easier in the duel than it is in an arena, because in arena they can pillar hump you all the time, right? But this is the main idea. I mean, if it's clear enough for you, let me know. If not, just throw it out in the comments. I will answer you in the comments, okay? I don't have a problem beating Feral Druids, to be honest, in duels. It's mainly a problem when I'm facing them in arenas, like if we're like the only one standing. But we can kick off a discussion about it, man, okay? So thank you for the question. Keep them coming. Alrighty, next one is from John. Love the Q&As, man. Thanks, man. A little question for the next one. Do you ever feel embarrassed to tell people that you play WoW? Hell no! Given the nerdy stereotype that people tend to have, I always play sports and run with the popular crowd, and when I tell friends I play World of Warcraft, they look at me like, what the fuck? Especially hot girls. Okay. I've always been kind of in the closet WoW player because of this, so just curious. Thanks, dude. John, I'm not gonna give you like girl advice, dog. You know, I'm straight with that shit. It never, maybe 10 years ago this would have been a stigma, but nowadays I don't really feel like people are really that. I don't know what crowd you're running into, honestly, but it's been quite a while since people reacted to me playing WoW and telling them about it and being so passionate about it. It's like, hey, what the fuck, this is so weird. Nowadays, you know, being a nerd or a geek or wherever is kind of cool. I mean, this is like the general vibe. I mean, I'm not saying that, hey, this is what I live by or anything like that, but I see it all around me. It's different times. Maybe you should filter out some of the crowds you're hanging with, but I don't feel embarrassed about World of Warcraft, I talk about it all the time. Of course, if people are not interested, I'm not just gonna like blow up with something about WoW and shit. But if people ask me what do, I, you know, straight up say, you know, I play World of Warcraft, I make videos about it, I love its story. I have such good memories from it. It's, you know, I'm not ashamed about this shit. And if people have prejudices about this shit, fuck them. I mean, yeah, I don't care. Hot girls, I mean, it really, again, it depends on what crowds we're talking about, okay? Usually, if you want to hook up a hot girl, you don't tell her what games you play. I guess that'll be my 2 cents in it. But we can kick it off as well. We can further develop with this. But just to wrap it up, I don't feel ashamed. I've never felt ashamed about this type of shit. I take pride in it. I've developed so many skills because of World of Warcraft. And yeah, man, keep it, you know, wear the banner up, man. It's all good. Thank you for the question, John. I hope you don't feel too embarrassed about playing WoW, man. Don't keep it in the closet. You know, it's you. It's part of you. Be yourself. Okay, we'll keep it coming, Johnny boy. Okay, next one is from Kofa Retro. Good old Kofa Retro. Welcome back, man. Have you noticed that the extra charges on ability aren't cooling down properly? For instance, Word of Glory and Cavalier won't start the cooldown of the second charge until the first is finished. This means that in order to have 2 charges of Word of Glory, you have to wait 2 minutes, which especially in case of Cavalier, defies the point of even taking the talent, right? This is because you're only going to get 1 use of Divine Steel every 40 seconds after the first use of both charges. Rather 2 as it should be. I'm guessing, you know, this was like 6 days ago, the comment, so I haven't like experienced this, so I don't know. Now on the live servers, I definitely don't see this. I mean, I played arenas, did dungeons, you know, world PvP questing, all of that shit. I haven't seen this this bug currently, so I don't know, man. Is it still up? Because I never felt, even like before the launch, you know, in the pre-patch and shit like that, I haven't seen it. Must have been something like really short-lived, or I don't know, man. But if that is true, then yeah, it's fucked up, and this definitely should be reported as soon as possible. I haven't like seen it whatsoever. Let me know in the comment, man. Like, is it still active for you at least? Maybe it's, I don't know, something fucked up with some zones or some lines. Or, I don't know, man. I haven't seen it, so it's kind of weird for me to talk about it, other than the fact that it's fucked up and it shouldn't be there. Well, let me know in the comment, man. Do you still have it? Do you still see it? Or how did it work actually? Where? In arenas or World PvP? Where did you encounter this shit? And thank you very much, Kevin. And I'm waiting for more questions for you, bro. I missed your ass. Okay, next one is from Stoyan Ivanov. I love your positivity. I like your enigma. If I was a girl, I would totally date you. No homo. Hashtag no homo. I got you, man. So here is a non-paladin related question. Where do you see this channel in about half a year or so? This is a hard one, my friend. I don't know, man. I mean, I have the highest hopes for the channel, both me and Flame. In half a year, I don't know, maybe reach 20k subscribers and so on, and you know, have even better content and, you know, even more quality content and such. I don't know, but in a year, I know it's ambitious, but I'm looking at, you know, 100,000 subscribers. You know, 100,000 subscribers is a really good goal, but for this to happen, it means that we really have to step up our game and deliver like even more quality. Probably streaming is gonna be a big part of this also. But you know, it's always important to have like people such as yourself and some other fellas that, you know, are around from the get-go, and you know, are keeping it active, you know, and staying in the ground here of the channel. You know, even like when we go to 100k subscribers, if we're ever gonna get that shit, it's always gonna be lovely to have, you know, the stepping stones, you guys, to like made it possible. Because like people like you and Kofa Retro and, you know, and Greg and who else was it, and Tristesse, and I can't remember all of them, but I always appreciate when people are really active on the channel and are here like from the get-go. You know, Nicola as well. So there's a lot of dudes that make it happen, and there's more of them who I don't know, who don't necessarily comment on videos and shit like that, but they watch it, they click that like and shit like that, maybe share it with a bunch of friends. You know, these, you know, you guys are the most important right now, and the patrons, of course. So yeah, man, I see it like big time, and always will pay homage like to the people who like stayed from the get-go, like started off and, you know, kept it going, right? So thank you for the question, Stoyan, and keep on coming, brother. Okay, next one is from one of our Patreons, Joshua Elliott. Hey bro, I remember telling you try the Seraphim's Blessings a few weeks ago. It's awesome for the increased survive after the minor nerf to Word of Glory. Yeah man, so yeah, Joshua told me about Seraphim's Blessing a couple of times. I didn't like it personally, but I mean, I'm not a fan of it even now. I just feel that against certain comms, you know, I take all of the talents that would make me survive more. So it can come in handy in specific fights for sure. What legendaries are you going to use while leveling? Oh man, leveling is so beyond now. Suffuse Secret and Agrama's Stride give a ton of movement spin, while Hylo's Ring give the extra talent. Great vids. Thanks a lot, Joshua. So I have finished my Paladin. He's 120. You know, I'm currently doing heroic dungeons to get some gear. You know, arena skirmishes and shit like that. I'm gonna have some clips for tomorrow on that shit. Now, what I used what legendary? So one, I used Kill Jaden's obviously because it really helped me out with the AoEing and shit. And I used not Suffuse, I used those bracers which would have given you like 200% shield of vengeance, and that was like really good. Like when I almost died getting ganked in World PvP and shit like that, I outlived and killed bastards. So that's what I used. On my rogue, which I'm currently leveling, I do use Suffuse Secret over there. I think it's amazing. I think I also use Valera's Will. I'm not sure. I got to check it out. But this is what I used. Okay, this was like 6 days ago, so you know everybody's through with the leveling nowadays. But thank you for the question, Joshua, and the support, dog. Love your ass. Okay, and next one. This is the last one actually. Huh? Pretty short Q&A this time around. So this one is from Sakya Nonak. Azeroth Paladin, do you give us tips that how to duel sub rogue, assassin rogue, unholy decay, and frost decay? Thanks, bro. Oh man, that's that's a guide idea altogether. But now on the real talk, dueling rogues is not that difficult. Azeroth specifically, you really have to boil down. If it's a really good rogue, it may be not the best idea. It may not be the best idea to like fuck his opener up with a bop. Average rogues will open up on you with some sort of burst, hands down. So what you want to do, immediately bop that shit. So you have like the forbearance timer doesn't, you know, just starts off and you have bubble ready for the next go around. So this is like in 80% of the cases, this is what I do. When he opens up on me, I bop that shit, then stun his ass and pop everything on him. Now there's two things that can happen here, okay, on rogues. They can either trinket and Cloak of Shadows, or trinket and vanish Cloak of Shadows, right? Some of them will also use evasion. Now this is really important because you don't need burst to kill off rogue. Rogues are squishy, man. Now rogues outside of their defensives are really squishy, so your main purpose is to force vanish and trinket. Okay, that's what a rogue without those is kind of screwed. Okay, this is why in the opener you just pop everything up. Okay, now he can reset, you know, he can keep you in saps and shit like that until his cooldowns come back up and you don't have nothing. That's also fine. As I said, really good rogues gonna be hard to kill. I mean, it's hard to pull these maneuvers aside them, but you know, your average rogue, decent rogue, whatever, you know, can get killed. And red paladins are counters to rogues. That's it. There's no way around it. Sub rogue, assassin rogue, doesn't matter. Okay, so hopefully this answers your question regarding those. Unholy decay and frost decay. Frost decay is like any other fight. Okay, just watch out for Pillar of Frost and Icebound Fortitude. Okay, don't stun during Icebound Fortitude, obviously. And you know, maybe try to kite him well when he pops his Pillar of Frost and all his bursts. Unholy decay, it's the same thing. Only tip I can give you here, it's actually two tips. Okay, first, when he pops all of his burst, you're gonna see a lot of pets around. Okay, keep your Wake of Ashes for all of those pets. Okay, because Wake of Ashes is going to stun everything around it, which is really good. That's one thing. And second, when you're really getting like really low and he puts a lot of pressure on you, either stun him or slow him, get away and cleanse all of your shit. Don't forget to use cleanse against unholy decays, right? Watch out for all of those diseases to stack up and then use cleanse. Don't just use it, spam it like when they have like 2 or 3 of the stacks I haven't added up, and you should be good to go. I have no problem dueling decays or rogues in general. Really good ones, yeah, they can beat me, they have a fair chance, I have a fair chance of winning, it's fine. But I hope you get the drift, man. And with this one, this is it. This is it for today. Short one, short and sweet, no problemo. I'm still waiting for more questions for you guys for the next Q&A and a couple of ideas. What do you guys think if we do this Q&A shit live? Like, we can kick off the stream with the Q&A and then post it on the channel and shit like that. How would you guys feel about that shit? Of course, I'll be playing some World of Warcraft on the background, but when the question pops, like, you know, I stop and give it up. I was, you know, contemplating with this idea. You guys let me know if this would be interesting to do starting from next Monday, okay? Starting the stream with that shit, doing the Q&A live and then post it onto YouTube. I'm curious. I want to thank you all for all of the questions. I want to thank you for all of the support. And as always, at the end of every Q&A, I take this opportunity to thank and give a shout out to our awesome Patreons, Hell Hunter, Rumpelstiltskin, Joshua Elliott, Kogo, Olfer, and Xira. Thank you so much, guys. And if you want to support the channel in that way, Patreon link is in the description. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.